Welcome to TargetBoy's Demo Review, where I review game demos because I don't have time to review the whole game. Today I'm looking at Midnight Deluxe on the Switch eShop. We'll start with the trailer. Midnight Deluxe is a physics-based projectile game where you have a little glowing square that you try to launch across the screen past various obstacles into a glowing target area. It uses physics where your cube will bounce off of things that it hits. There are some things that will destroy the cube and make you start over from the beginning. But basically, the idea is figure out how to get your little square through the obstacles in the way and then perform that. And you fling your little square by defining the angle and speed that it's going to move at when it first kicks off, and then it flies along that path. There's a lot of games like this. The most famous is Angry Birds. While there you're trying to hit something and knock it down, here you're trying to get into a target spot. But it's still the same fling the thing and physics take over kind of game. And this one is a little bit bland. The art is very nice. It uses that black and white style that Limbo made popular. The lighting effects are nice. There are certain light sources and the shadows move as they should. The physics are good. Some surfaces bounce differently. You've got a cube bouncing around and it deals with the corners and the changes in momentum based on the corners very nicely. The price is definitely good. It's $3 normal price. At the time of recording, it's on sale for almost half off. It's like $1.50, maybe almost $2. I don't remember exactly. But it certainly has a good price. It doesn't have very good controls. Now, these sorts of games I first saw as flash games, and they would generally be you click on the thing and drag and it gives you a pointer that goes, or it just launches it at where the pointer is. So you had some really fine control with it. In this game, you can either control it with the touch screen or with the left controller stick. Both of these have problems. If you're using the stick, it's very difficult to get really good fine control on the aim. And even harder to get fine control of how much power you're giving. If you're using the touch screen, now it works very nice that you can touch anywhere on the screen and drag to set your angle and power. That's good. The problem is that the indicator of what your angle and power are begins where you touched, not where the square is. And it has that usual touchscreen problem of when you're touching something, you can't see it because your big fat finger's in the way. If I were doing this, I would have the indicator of the angle and direction come from the square, no matter where you touch the screen. That's just how I would do it, but I think that would be easier to see, because in this case, the arrow that shows your direction and power is covered up. The end of it's covered up by your finger, because you have to touch the screen, and so your finger's in the way. There are also some of the puzzles in the demo gave me a problem, partially because of the difficulty with the controls. Now, I played in my living room on the TV using a controller. And there are some that are time-based. There's a ball rolling down a ramp, and you have to go past it. You have to aim so that your thing goes through a hole that goes past that before the ball gets to the place where it stops and blocks the hole you have to shoot through. And if the controls aren't really good and easy to use, it makes that really hard to do. But overall, it's not a bad game. It seems nice. For a rating, overall, it's not bad. It's a simple game. You're not going to spend hours and hours on it, but you're not paying $60 for it. You're paying $3. So it can get away with being kind of simple and kind of short because, you're paying cups of coffee or less. So I'm rating this as try it. I'm not going to be buying it myself, but it was a kind of a difficult decision because it's kind of neat. It's fun and it's inexpensive. But I decided not to myself. Give it a try. Maybe it'll be the game for you that you could, instead of buying that second cup of coffee today, you buy a game and play it for a bit. So that's my review of Midnight Deluxe on the Switch eShop. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.